Hello everyone and welcome to Monday, October 26, 2020, Science. Guys, we're in Module G, Unit 4. We're talking about human impacts on Earth systems. I'm stoked. Thanks to Koreki for creating this great slideshow. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so in this unit you will learn about changes in the environment, human impacts on the environment, ways to reduce human impact. I'm a human and I can't even say it. Ways to reduce human impacts on the environment, or at least you think I'm a human. Okay, and climate change. Okay, guys, so all of these, the basic idea is that we need or should reuse or use wisely the resources that we have. So this unit is all about how, when we don't use those resources wisely, it causes negative impacts on the environment. And we should be thinking about that. Okay. So, changes in the environment. Here are some changes. This slide is highlighting natural event changes compared to human impact activity changes. Okay, so sometimes humans do things that impact the environment, and believe it or not, the environment itself can sometimes do things that impact the environment. So, let's read through these. Changes caused by natural environment events include ocean tides, change from high to low twice a day. That isn't necessarily bad, but it is a natural event. Gives you a thought of that. The weather changes seasonally. So we have 4 seasons where we live. Some places have 2 seasons. Then we've got forest fire. Forest fire and tornado are really things that we talked about as far as natural hazards in the last unit. I've heard some of you guys have had enough of natural hazards. So we're just going to skim through that and get on to the next stuff. Shout out to some of you guys. Changing the shape of the land to meet their needs. So this is a human impact. So, for example, when humans are going to go throw up a house, they go ahead and they level out the land. When you want to get from point A to point B, if there's a mountain or a hill in the way, you might flatten that hill out. You've probably been down roads where there's a hill on both sides because they carved right through the middle. You alternatively have probably been on roads where they did not do that, and you took forever to go all the way up the hill, or you went up and down the valleys really, really quickly. Okay. Then we've got using resources faster than they can be replaced. This is the general idea. We've got X amount of resources here on Earth. If we use those resources in a timely, a good manner, then there will be plenty of resources, and we won't be affecting the environment so much. But if we're using them faster than we can replace them, eventually we will need to look into an alternative source, which is why renewable resources like sunlight are so useful. But then, of course, there's a cost to getting that economy going. So there's definitely a debate there that is worth having, but not worth getting mad about. So that's just my opinion. Okay, polluting resources. Obviously, you don't want to dump oil into the ocean. It does happen sometimes, so it's good to study it and how we can bring down the effects or the amounts of that happening. All right, so this is a very quick slideshow today, and actually freakishly quick work. So if you don't do this work, definitely getting a 0. Do the work, because you literally have to put 1, 2, 3, 4 X's, and then your work is done. Let's know how to do it, though. Let's try it. For each example, decide if it is caused by human actions or natural events. Type an X under human or natural. The first one is done for you. Okay, guys, this is like freakishly easy. You totally have this. Let's get at it. Let's look at our first example. Our asteroid impact flattens a forest. Okay, if an asteroid comes down out of the sky, smashes into the forest and flattens it, clearly no humans had an impact on that one. So clearly natural events. Look, the X is there. Clearly correct. Got that one. Perfect. Nicely done. Okay, then we've got flooding from a concrete dam. Well, flooding is a natural hazard, which can turn into a natural disaster. But a concrete dam is not a natural event or a natural thing. Nature does not usually pour concrete in a way to funnel water. I mean, if it is happening, you probably should call somebody because alien activity could be a possibility. But flooding from a concrete dam, clearly a human action. Put that X in, get it done. Alternatively, you've got flooding from a severe storm. Now, very few severe storms have ever been caused by humans, although I've tried once or twice. No, I actually haven't, but that would have been crazy. Flooding happens from a severe storm, not a human event, natural event, and a little test-taking tip for you guys. If one question has already put an X here, then the next question, since it is still about flooding, well, it's going to probably put the answer over here, but still worth the read. Okay, so enough showing answers, Tanner. Oil spill in the ocean. Well, oil is dug out of the ground, or mined out of the ground. Know the right word there. Drilled out of the ground. And then, you've got the ocean. Ocean's not created by humans, but the oil drilled out of the ground is created by humans. Okay, basically, oil spilled in ocean. Humans obviously put it there. Human impact. Clearing a forest from trees clearing a forest of trees for land, for crops. I believe this is called a participle phrase when you start a thing with for, so we've got two of them at the end here. You can learn about that in RLA. Great job. So what you've got there, since it's being done, the forest is being cleared, an asteroid could do that, as you learned up here, or humans could do that, and we know it's humans doing it because they did it for land, for crops, and nature doesn't need to do that. So, clearly human impact on this last one. Let me throw in the X there. So you see it. Bam. Now you saw it. Now you don't. Okay. Great magic trick, Tanner. I believe that is it. Next time we will look into, let's do some research. Oh, cool research. You gotta click on links. I'm super stoked for that day. And at the end of it all, boom, unit review. Let's type in what we learned so that when the quiz comes up, you are ready. Why did it do that? I don't want it to do that. Doink. Nope. One moment. This is not what I want to have happen here. Okay. My new single will come out and no one will listen to it. Actually, I won't produce a single. Anyhow, unit review. Okay, so what did we learn today? Well, we learned about human impact versus natural events. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll take that. We'll make it smaller as it should be. Bam, 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 bam. Again. Well, can we make it small enough to fit on one line? Oh, beautiful. Oh, brings a tear to my eye. Okay. So that is it for science today. This turned out to be a long video, even though I didn't want it to be. Have a great one. Prepare for that test. It will be on Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. All right, have a good one. Bye, guys.